Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very pleased to have the opportunity to speak to you and to present you the Swiss Blue community. Dinesh Suna asked me to present you the Swiss Blue community, challenges and opportunities. And my name is Lisa Krebs. I'm working for the Reformed Churches Bern Jura Solothurn. This is a Protestant church in Switzerland. One of the basic missions of our church is to work for justice, peace and the integrity of creation. And we think that the commitment to the human right to water is a very good opportunity or very good way of putting this principle into practice. Therefore, we launched the Blue Community Initiative 10 years ago. And today is in fact a very special day because next Monday it is exactly 10 years ago when the first 3 blue communities have been established in Switzerland. It was the city of Bern. In the trees behind me is the city's parliament. You can't see at the moment, but you see the tower of one of our churches. And the church Johannes in Bern became also Blue Community on the occasion of the 18th September 2013, as well as the University of Bern. The Swiss Blue Communities, or the Swiss Blue Community, who is it? We are now a community of 45 members. We have church congregations, we have a museum, we have NGOs, universities, workers' unions, and we even have a radio among us. Half of the blue communities have a church character. So we are a very heterogeneous community, but we have our 4 core principles. This is our common path or common aim. We recognize that water is a human right. We advocate that water services remain in the hands of the public authorities. Where possible, we say no to bottled water, and we promote public-public partnerships with international partners and advocate the right to water at the international level. So what does it mean? What are we doing? We have to respect these 4 core principles by implementing concrete activities to this end. For example, it is natural for a church congregation to offer an annual service on the topic of water. This is maybe the case on the occasion of the World Water Day or on the occasion of the Human Rights Day. Or the church congregations, they organize events in order to sensitize their public for water-related challenges, topics at local level, but also on national or international level. So they do a lot of sensitization work in Switzerland on very different water-related topics. So a Blue University has maybe different possibilities. For example, they deliver a professional input within the framework of a North-South project, or a city strives to ensure that only tap water is drunk in its own structures, or foster the consumption of tap water at events with appropriate infrastructure. So each blue community respects the 4 core principles within the frame of its possibilities. There are no specifications for the number of these activities, but it is not possible to focus only on a certain principle. All principles have to be respected. Apart from respecting these principles, there are hardly any liabilities. Blue Community is a self-declaration, so each and every interested body or institution has to write down a self-declaration to the before mentioned principles. Blue Community so far has no legal framework. It is not a label. There are no financial bindings. So therefore it is an initiative with a very low threshold to become part of it, with the corresponding challenges and opportunities. So this leads me to the last point, to advantages and disadvantages. As mentioned before, the Swiss Blue community is very diverse. The resources and possibilities are diverse. Some Blue communities are very professional. Others are led by volunteers. This is often the case in smaller church congregations. So the cooperation is sometimes not very easy. But on the other hand, the Blue community is a way to bring them together and to have a discussion among different civil society-based organizations which may not meet in another context. This is a very, very important possibility and something very, really very important here on the level in Switzerland, but also internationally. And sometimes we face the problem of continuity, especially in smaller Blue communities. Very often the initiative is very much related to one person, and if this person is leaving the organization, it is not ensured in some cases that the Blue community is still active after this person has left. It is certainly an advantage if the commitment to Blue community is institutionally very broadly anchored. It is important to have broad acceptance within the institution, and it is better to have a bottom-up approach on the way to become a Blue community. Even though the local level for Blue communities is very important, it is an international initiative. There is the opportunity to exchange ideas with like-minded institutions internationally. It gives the possibility to advocate for water as human right on local, national, but also on international level. And therefore it is a very concrete instrument to become active in view of the water and the climate crisis we are facing now. And as church Blue communities, I think we are very fortunate that the WCC is committed to Blue community as well and can support our efforts. If you are interested in more information about the Swiss Blue community, please don't hesitate and visit our website. We also have some information in English now, and look, you can see here our website. It's bluecommunity.ch. I thank you very much for your interest, and I'm looking forward to many new church-based Blue communities. Goodbye.